I'm just proud of the guys sitting right here, and certainly proud of all the guys in the locker room right now. They've had a great year of preparation to play in these games at the end of the year, and I thought they've really have improved individually, collectively in the units that we have, offensively, defensively, each week of the season to be able to play big games in tournament settings like this. So very happy for them. They've earned it, and certainly excited to keep them together, watch films tomorrow, and play again on Saturday.
Brian, I know it's twice over them now, but just how significant a program victory is it? And also, for postseason implications for you guys as well.
Well, I'm sure we've only had 5 wins over Hopkins all time, and we've been playing lacrosse at Rutgers for 100 years. So, to beat them, in the regular season now twice in 1 year, they're a top 10 program, top 10 in RPI, and in their polls. So having 2, top 10 RPI wins, I think that's very significant. 11 wins is the most we've had as a program at Rutgers for 100 years of playing lacrosse. So there's a lot of things that these guys have done with their teammates that no other Rutgers team has done.
Especially after he kind of settled down after that crazy first quarter.
Outstanding, and I think that's a key phrase you just used. I think it was everybody settling down. So we talked about some things in the locker room. Kris was obviously lights out down the stretch in the goal. But one of the things that this team has done very well all year is that they've led the conference in ground balls. They've also led the country in clearing, and those are 2 areas at halftime that those stats didn't reflect how we've been throughout the whole season. So to really win the ground ball battle in the second half, they got the best of us in the first half, and then go 100% clearing the ball. I think we were like 5 of 8 in the first half, and to go perfect in the second half was important for us. And it started with Kris in the goal, making some big saves, and our defense and our rope unit, doing their job in the transition game.
Kris, can you talk about when you started to kind of feel the game slowing down for you, whether it was the second quarter, whether it was right out of the gate, halftime, whatever, and how well were you seeing it?
I think the biggest thing was just getting one. Obviously struggled a little bit in the early minutes of the first quarter, but are well prepared by our goalie coach Camposa, and he stresses that after that first save, we could get it rolling, and that showed.
What happened with your helmet when did the shot hit it?
I bent the bar of my helmet a little bit. Pretty hard shot. I not really remembering who shot it, but I'll take the save.
Were you okay the whole time?
Yeah.
Because we didn't know if you got one in the ear hole and things were ringing in there.
I'm all good.
It was just an equipment malfunction there. There's no injury, just equipment failure.
Yep.
About the last save, when you stuck it, we stepped out at a minute and 30 to go, and did you feel like we got this at that point? Like we're going to have to really blow this thing?
That was a great look, and that's just really a testament to our defense. Obviously, you never really want a one-on-one right there, but we made a play, got the clear up, and gave it up to these guys to run it out the last couple of seconds. So I really have to give it up to the defense. It's not my save, but they put me in a position to make it.
For you guys, offensively, 6 of 12 shooting in the second half, and also just the ability to get some transition against them and capitalize. Just how significant do you feel like both of those things were, and how tough was it to at least get those opportunities going when they seem to have the ball a fair bit in the second half?
I think we just had to get into a little flow. They were winning a few more face-offs, so it took us a little longer to get into a flow, but once we started clicking, I think we were really good.
Brian, I'm sorry you've probably been asked this 100 times, but may I ask your evolution into playing like this sort of up-tempo? For me, it was wonderful watching you guys in person for the first time this year. Can I ask how that came about?
I think it's a product of you want to play to the strengths of your players. I thought from day one, if you want to go back to the recruiting process, you want to go back to fall ball. I really think the attack unit we have, all 3, with Adam and Scott and Jules, they certainly complement each other. They all have little different skill sets, and then together as a unit, they really play well off each other. And we have some very talented, our rope unit, we're all high school Americans on the offensive end. They were the goal scorers and the offensive threats of their high school team. So, you have some guys that have really locked in on the defensive end and made that a priority to do first but then to have the offensive prowess and the understanding, on that side of the field, that once again, it's playing to the strength of your players. And we have a dynamic attack group and a very strong rope unit. Kris is a senior in the goal with the outlet passes he can generate when he makes saves. Like you saw today, it allows us to maybe do some things that are not conventional. And even if teams prepare for a week or a couple days, it's hard to replicate what we've been doing for the last 7 months in 7 or 2 or 3 days.
For either of you guys, just how meaningful is Saturday now for you, given what's at stake?
You want to take that one?
It means a lot. You hate to lose to a team twice, and we're not prepared to lose to Maryland on Saturday.
Same thing could be said. We had a tough one down there a couple weeks ago, but I think we were well prepared. Just couldn't execute on a couple things that we'd like to have back. So it's absolutely crucial to get another opportunity against them.
So you guys did 12 shots in the second half. You lose 75% of those 12 face-offs, whatever, and you outscore them. Is that a product of the way you play?
I think it goes back to we've been one of the leaders in ground balls and caused turnovers throughout the whole year. So there's more than one way to have possessions. Face-offs are great. Saves are huge as far as having possessions. Ground balls, those 50-50 ground balls. So you look at the face-off stats. I think as you go through some of the days we haven't been great at the X, we've won the ground ball battle still. So it's the hard work of the defensive guys. Getting tough second chance ground balls in the paint to give us an offensive opportunity. Second chance opportunities on the offensive end to keep the possessions alive. So they've scrapped and they've worked hard all year to be a great ground ball team, to be a great team in transition, and we want to continue to do that for the remainder of the year.
Brian, borrowing off Gary's comment, for the game you shot 41%, 50%, particularly in that second half. So how pivotal was that, and how critical will it be to be that efficient against Maryland Saturday?
One of the things that I've seen from this group, we've gotten better, each week in the season. So, Coach Mitchell does a great job with, putting guys in positions to be successful offensively, and some of our shooting work we do in the positional time early in practice. So, when you have all those reps, and whether you're getting saves or face-off wins or scrapping for ground balls, it gives you opportunities to, whether it's an early offense or 6-on-6 offense. I really like the way they've been playing together, the last couple of weeks. I think we've taken some steps, from the start of the season, and we want to continue to do that on Saturday.
For the players, that last goal, interception, midfield, transition goal, bench erupts, you guys have any doubt in your minds that you're going to win this game at that point?
I try not to focus on the end result. We always focus on the process and getting better every day, and it just keeps your mindset on focusing on the next play and not the end result.
As a goalie, seeing Scotty hop up and pick that off when they're coming down in transition a couple times before, that was pivotal. But Adam said it best right there. We try not to worry about the end result, and just worry about play by play to get a win like that.
Anything else, Ben?
Congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fellas.